So, my name is Kiana Sage. Welcome to Being in Sync 366 Growing Through Discomfort. And today, I just finished what's called zone training. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that is basically a heart based focused cardio work. So, you get your heart rate up so high to where you can barely breathe, and then you come back down, and you do that multiple times throughout the series. So, I just finished that, which is why my face is so red. And the reason why I started doing zone training is because I wanted to strengthen my heart. And heart training, heart based training, is really what I'm focused on, right? So, the other thing I'm focused on is cold exposure. So, today I'm taking you on my cold plunge. And I'm going to walk you through how I've grown through this cold exposure. Now, there's a couple things in my series that I do, but one of them is really learning how to grow and expand through discomfort. Now, a lot of people try to avoid being uncomfortable, and I can understand that. Like, I don't like being cold. I don't like being uncomfortable, but I do like the results on what's on the other side, and I focus on what's best for my health and well-being. Now, there are many other things other than cold plunge that I could do, but today I'm going to share with you. Oops, it's raining here, and I have the umbrella above the camera, so hopefully that works. I'm going to show you how and talk you through what I focus on. So I'm already completely focused in my heart center. That is by far the most important thing to calming your nervous system when you're in a stressful situation, which cold exposure does do. And how I'm trying to keep my camera dry is also quite an interesting process here, because the umbrella wants to fly with the wind. So I'm trying to weigh it down without having it fall. I don't know if this is going to work. Anyway, so here I go. So I make sure I'm centered, and I just get in. I do my deep breaths. Today is a dunk. So and so I breathe. Now the water, I have been incrementally bringing it down. But when I first started this cold exposure, what happened is I had excruciating pain. So much pain on a scale of 0 to 10, I was at a 9. So I made myself get in every day, and within 2 weeks, the pain went away. Now, while I was in here, it hurt excruciating. Here goes my umbrella. It hurt really badly. Like, it hurt so bad, I was shocked. And that was just showing how much inflammation and energetic blocks I had. And I do this energy work every day. Even I have my own health challenges or obstacles to overcome. We all have something. So it's not about being perfect, it's about being on the journey and really discovering what works for you. I have found that cold exposure has been the most impactful thing that I've done this last year to improve the reduction of inflammation, which has been my focus. So heart health and inflammation has been my primary focus. So just because somebody's thin and skinny and looks fit does not mean they don't have inflammation. Inflammation shows up in so many different ways. But how you move through the discomfort, how you grow, is you focus on what's on the other side of whatever you're doing. So like when I'm doing the bike and I am having a difficult time breathing, for example, you just breathe, right? That's the key to everything, is that you breathe through it all. I'm trying to adjust this so it's not so high. The conscious breath will help you through any difficult experience that you're having. So breathe consciously. So you're consciously connecting to your breath. And if you're daring and willing, really fully connect to your heart. Because as you're connecting to your heart, your breath will begin to clear perceived, unknown, and unseen blockages that people have in their heart space. So I'm just going to do another dunk here because I'm cold and I'm also can feel my hot head. So I can only stay under until, you know, when you eat something cold and you get like that brain freeze? Well, I did that right here. So consciously breathe. Focus on what's on the other side. What is it that you're moving toward? If you focus on what you're moving toward, you will not focus on how cold it is, how uncomfortable it is. Am I cold? Yes. Do I like being cold? No. Do I like the feeling that comes from being like reinvigorated, alive, mentally, physically, emotionally? Absolutely. So focus on the direction that you want to go, not on the discomfort. I think too many people focus on not being, they don't want to be in pain, they don't want to be uncomfortable. But pain is a huge motivator. When I got in here and I hurt so bad, I was shocked, absolutely shocked and blown away. That made me get in here more because that told me my body needed what I was doing. So I'm going to get out now. I believe I've been in for my 4 minutes. And another thing for moving through discomfort is to really learn to love yourself through the process. And for me, one of my biggest values is learning and growth. Obviously, I love to learn, I love to grow. And that learning through the cold plunges, learning through the discomfort, really shows you your resilience as a human being. It really shows you how much you can change in such a short period of time. But you cannot change by staying safe, like protecting yourself. The protection that people use really keeps them small. And I know a lot of people who have been traumatized and they're scared, or there's lots of different things. But you got to take risks and you got to be uncomfortable. And when you are willing to be uncomfortable and grow through the discomfort, that's when real change happens. So, cheers to being in sync. My name is Kiana Sage, and I guide people to peace. And I invite you to check out my website and see if what I do interests you. Cheers to being in sync, everybody.